Good evening and welcome into another episode of the Boulevard. We are at week 10, double digits on the week number. Covering college football tonight. We got the whole gang here. Big T. We got my boy Jose. I think he's stressing out over the Dodgers game right now a
I
little
sure
bit.
am. I sure am.
Other than that, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good
I mean,
man.
other than
Tired,
yeah, other than
tired
that,
been on the road.
other than the fact that our team cannot hit the ball,
Yeah. Big T, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah. All right. Tired of being out in the hotels every day this week, but ready to go home.
Working his ass
And
off.
we got World Series on, college football on. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good time of year because everything's on right now. So, but it's going good.
Did you know?
just wait till next week.
College
Yeah.
basketball's on Monday.
Yeah.
Speaking
Just
of
wait
college
till next week.
basketball, if y'all haven't seen yet, me and Jose broke down some college basketball for you. It's up under the college basketball preview show on our YouTube. So y'all go give that a listen. It's free. Like, subscribe, whatever. We appreciate hitting 50 followers. It means a lot, or 50 subs. That means a lot to us. We really appreciate it, guys. All the love and support. But yeah, we're here for college football tonight. We got some good games. Some news, some recap to talk about. I believe Jose had some coaching news. Jose, what did you see today about some coaching updates?
Yeah, I mean, from what it looks like, from the intel that we're getting, it seems like James Franklin's the front runner to be hired at Vatech. I know Tyler also said he got offered the Arkansas job, but ultimately he chose Virginia Tech.
Tyler was
I'm
pissed.
I'm not sure how much truth there is to these
Yeah.
rumors, but if he did go to Virginia Tech, I like the hire. Like I do, I think Virginia Tech needs someone a little more stable. And although he can't really get over the hump, he can bring some stability to that program, and he knows the area somewhat well. Being from the Commonwealth, so
yeah,
I don't hate the hire if I'm a Hokie.
Yeah. Any other news and notes really this week? Kind of been a quiet week, I feel like. Is Arch going to play? Is he still in concussion?
From what I understand, it's going to be. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked with the Dodger game, but from what I understand, he's concussion protocol and he's not going to play.
Thank God, baby. Fucking load up on Texas this week.
Yeah, facts.
But no, listen. We're going to get into some recap and some ball games for this week. I believe we went 1-2 again last week, right, Jose?
That's correct.
Another mediocre week, but we're still pretty good on the year. What's the record for the year? If you know off the top of your head.
Yeah, we're 19-10 plus 8.5 units, so we're still doing pretty good. But let's get back on a winning streak now.
Yeah, and listen, guys, I'm just going to tell you straight up. Me and Jose, we were wanting to post Utah. We were wanting to post.
Oh no!
But,
No.
my boy, Big T coming in and said, "Hell no, we post, we posting Baylor." Nah, but listen, we're gonna get back on track for y'all. Another mediocre week, but listen, we're still good on the year. We'll run through some games real quick. Bo Prabula gets injured in that Vanderbilt game, or else I think Missouri might have won that game.
They would have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Alabama, South Carolina, down to the wire. Did you guys watch any of that game? I watched a lot of that game. Did you guys watch any of that game?
I watched. Yes, go ahead, T.
No, you're good. Go ahead. I was saying I got bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch.
South Carolina offense finally got going a little bit. It looked like finally. Defense. That defense is great. I mean, that defense is really, really good. I'm really interested. I, honest to God, in the bottom of my heart, believe Shane Beamer was going to be at Virginia Tech. So if James Franklin does go to Virginia Tech, I'm really curious what's going to happen here in South Carolina, if they're going to keep him for another year or what the plan is.
I mean, the problem with South Carolina is that, like, they're still competitive. Like, they're playing hard still. It's not like they're going out there and absolutely just getting dog walked. Like, they're fighting for their coach. And I know a lot of South Carolina fans maybe had high hopes this season. I know, like, from the betting markets, they were looked at as a potential playoff team. We kind of came on here and kind of shot it down a little bit. I threw some water on it, say maybe just hold the horses a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really hard to move on from Beamer. Just because if you move on from him, who are you going to go get? Like who who would be the immediate replacement? I don't think there's anybody on the market yet. So
immediately end up in a rebuild.
Yeah, so I would assume he stays one more season if he doesn't get the Vodchek job. If
Yeah.
he leaves, it's on his own accord.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, did I mention I love Mississippi State? Man, fuck Mississippi State, bro. What happened? What happened, Big T?
I don't know, bro.
My God, dude. This is the problem I have is a lot of these teams, man, Mississippi State in particular, but a lot of teams when they get the lead and they get a big lead, they play to protect, they don't play to win. And it's so frustrating, man. Like you don't change what was working. Don't get super conservative. I get it. But I mean, that was just crazy. That one hurt. That one hurt pretty bad. But Texas pulls another one out, staying alive. So they still could get in the playoffs, I guess. Yeah, anything on that game, Big T? I mean, did you other than
No, I mean, yeah, it was fire. No, I watched it from beginning to end. Texas had no business winning that game, to be honest with you. But, no, I think it was just like you said, it was a play to they were just kind of being real conservative and they weren't really playing to win. They were just trying to hold on for dear life. And
yeah,
I thought they were throwing the ball pretty well all over the yard, and then they kind of quit doing it. So
man. Mississippi State has looked good this year. They can't.
They have.
Finish.
Yeah.
Michigan State backdoored Michigan. Me and Big T were happy about that one.
They sure did. At the very end.
LSU, Brian Kelly fired. Texas A&M absolutely stomps them. That was our winning best bet of the week. A&M looks apart, boys. I mean, they're a good ball team. They're a good ball team.
Listen, we in our group chat Saturday night, we're trying to figure out why in the hell that LSU line kept on creeping towards LSU. I think it closed at a pick, maybe, and we could not figure it out. We came on this podcast and we were all very adamant that A&M was going to cover. There were a lot of people out there saying, LSU at night, this and that. And we said, you know what, screw it. Like A&M is the better team. They will route this team. This will be the deathbed for Brian Kelly. And we nailed it. We got it right. Everything that we pretty much said came to fruition. Brian Kelly's gone. LSU got their ass kicked. Even at halftime when LSU was up, I think it was like 18-15 or something like that, some weird score. Like, we were watching that game. We were like, okay, A&M's clearly the better team here. Like, if LSU wins this game, it's going to be one of those BS, like, just ridiculous, where everything goes their way kind of games. And they had every single call go their way the first half, and I was like, damn, like, unless this thing is rigged, A&M should come back, and they came back and absolutely dog walked LSU in the second half. So I'm just saying, I know we had a losing week, but that was a bet we were all very adamant on, and thankfully they came through for us.
Yeah. Tennessee's offense explodes against Kentucky. Ole Miss looked like the better team against OU. Pretty much that whole game, in my opinion. I don't know, man. This Ole Miss team, they might get in and make a little noise, in my opinion. What do y'all think about that game?
I mean, Lane's got to be the number one head coaching target for any LSU now is the top job open. I mean, what he's done at Ole Miss has been really, really impressive. They really should be undefeated this season. Like, they should have beat Georgia as well. That was a game they gave away. Yeah, against UGA. So I'm really, really impressed with what they've done over there at Ole Miss, and I see no reason why they can't make the playoff.
Yeah, and even Saban brought it up today, and something that I mentioned last week is why leave Ole Miss at this point? Like,
I wouldn't.
Is it really a better job? Like, is it really a better job to leave? Like, he's built the foundation. He's enjoying himself. It seems like he's got he gets good ball players. Like, he has money to go get good players. He's in the top 10 every year. I mean,
I would assume like the LSU job is probably better than the Ole Miss job if you're looking at it from like a recruiting perspective. Like Lane, like you don't have to Louisiana produces some pretty damn good talent. You know what I mean? Like Mississippi, for what it's worth, does not produce the same talent that Louisiana does. So, like as you get older, like if you want to stay closer to home on these recruiting trips, you don't have to go as far. Like if you're at LSU as you would in Ole Miss. That being said, though, if I was him, I would stay at Ole Miss. I mean, I can do whatever I want there.
Memphis comes back and takes down UCF in what was a very big game for the G5 implications. So shout out to Memphis there. Jose's BYU Cougars, man.
Oh my God,
the team of destiny out here comes back from the dead to beat Iowa State. Jose, you want to say anything about that game real quick?
Look, you know what? If you guys believe in post game win expectancy numbers, I know a lot of gamblers, they tend to look at these numbers to see exactly how good a team played. BYU had the lowest post game win expectancy out of any team this past week. Like, they were getting their ass kicked until Rocco Beck threw one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen in my life. He pretty much handed it to the BYU defensive back, and it was all hell broke loose after that. I think they scored 28 straight points BYU did. And I would say that no answer. Whatever. I'm sure BYU, I think they're on a bye week this week and they play Texas Tech the week after. I'm telling you guys right now, 2 weeks in advance, I will be loading up on Texas Tech. I don't care what the number is. If it's -10, -14, -17, I don't care. Tech will rout these boys. This BYU, team of destiny bullcrap's going to end at some point. We called it last year against Kansas. Whatever team BYU's playing on my birthday, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm loading up on that team. That's what I did last year and it worked. This team is not that good. Whatever God or Latter-day Saint they believe in over there, I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with that religion, but whatever it is over there, he's working his ass off right now. He's putting in double work for this team, dude, because they're just not this good. It's not this good.
Well, that will wrap it up for this week, or for last week's recap. We're going to hop into this week here. We're going to start off right here at the top. Vanderbilt traveling to Texas. Sounds like Arch Manning is going to be in concussion protocol, but I'm not too worried about it personally. I got this line at 1.5. It's up to 2.5, over under 45.5. And I think the reason why here is Texas got some key pieces back last week. Wisner and Baxter, CJ Baxter, Wingo opened it up for Wingo, 184 yards. Arch actually played pretty good, but the big thing here is the Texas defense continues to show out, and if they can get a little rest, the offense can stay on the field. It makes that Texas defense even better, in my opinion. And I personally haven't been on the Vanderbilt train this year. I'm still not. I know a lot of people love Diego Pavia. His numbers are not statistically that great. I know he's in the Heisman race, but they are not that great in SEC play. Last week, 10 for 19, 129 yards a pick. I know he uses his legs a lot. 8 carries for 20 yards last week. I think this Texas defense is too good. Arch Manning or the backup, whatever. I don't really care. Give me Texas here. I have it at -1.5. I'd play it up to 3. What you got, Big T?
Man, I was all over the Vanderbilt hype train last week, and it's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass, but I'm going to hop off it, and I agree with you on this Texas pick. I feel like this is a place where this is a spot where we should take Texas. It's going to remind me a lot of like the Oklahoma game. In my opinion, they're going to be real dominant in the trenches. Texas is going to run the football. Vanderbilt also wants to run the football. Mateer likes to run with the ball. Pavia likes to do the same. I feel like they did a pretty good job containing Mateer in that game. Yeah, I feel like they can kind of compare, game plans playing against this team. I do think Vandy's offense is much better, but similar sort of game plan. I feel like they've played a worse version of this team already once this year. And like you said, the pieces that they get back on offense, running the ball with Wingo, opening them up on the outside. So I feel like this is a place that we should bet Texas. And I don't feel great hopping off the Vandy train, but I feel like this is a spot where you do it.
It kind of feels like the training wheels are starting to come off a little bit on the Texas offense the last couple of weeks, maybe. I don't know. They're starting to open it up a little bit. They're getting some people healthy. They're kind of catching a groove, catching a rhythm. The defense has been great all year. So I'm not as much hate as I gave this Texas team. I'm not going to count them out just yet. They're really starting to get their feet under them and not really hit expectations, but they're getting there.
Yeah.
So, Jose, what do you think about this game?
Yeah. Oh.
Telling you guys right now, this is a trap. This one is a trap. Telling you boys right now, this one is a trap. I seen this Texas line and I thought to myself, like, oh yeah, Texas laying less than a field goal against Vanderbilt. Like, yeah, like this should be an easy Texas win. And I thought to myself, maybe it's a little too easy, guys. Like, Texas's offensive line has really struggled these past few games. Mississippi State was living in that backfield. And one thing Vanderbilt's shown me this entire season is that their defensive line and their offensive line, for the most part, has held up well against SEC competition, really. I mean, the only team they lost to was Alabama. And even in that game, we said that Alabama, I mean, like the score was a lot wider than what it was. Like, it was a pretty damn close game. Pavia had one of his worst games. Now, you're right, John. Like, Pavia has really struggled these past few weeks, really this past month. We talk about him potentially being a Heisman guy. He'd probably be the worst Heisman winner in the history of the Heisman Award. His numbers are not that good, but he is a very important player to that team, and what he provides to them is worth more than the numbers he's putting on the paper. But again, Vanderbilt, Clark Lee, like they really haven't been outclassed in any game. They've won every game besides that Alabama one. Like I said, against LSU, they held up well. Against Alabama, they held up well. This entire season against SEC competition, they've just played well. Texas, on the other hand, they've struggled. Like, they've really shown me no reason to believe that this is a really good team. Like, yeah, they beat OU, but OU is not that good. And that was the game where John Mateer first came off his injury. So it's hard to see really how good that team was, or how good that defense was stacking up against an injured quarterback. They really struggled against Kentucky 2 weeks ago. That was a game they could have lost. They really should have lost against Mississippi State. That was a miracle win, in my opinion. Like, you know, that they played that game 100 times.
Yeah.
You know, that was the one time that Texas walks out of there with a dub, you know, given the score line and how much time was left. They haven't shown me enough. Vanderbilt has shown me everything this season. I'm not going to stop riding my boy. I'm going to back Pavia again. I'm going to back Clark Lee again. I'm not going to hate myself for backing this team. I've been riding them all season. I'm going to keep doing it one more time. This Vanderbilt defensive line, I think, should have a really, really good day against a Texas offensive line that I'm still not convinced is fully or as talented as they seem. Again, tough game playing at Texas. No Arch. You know, whether or not you believe that's an upgrade or not, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Arch is like some amazing player. He's not. But, you know, it is the backup. You know, it is the backup. And something I remember last year how we said, like, oh, man, like, what is Sark doing? Like the backup, like Arch has to be better than Quinn Ewers. You know, as Quinn Ewers struggled last year, we thought to ourselves, like, why isn't Arch playing? Arch must be better. In reality, he wasn't. Like, you know, Sark knew what he was doing. And I feel like the same concept applies to this season. Like, we're sitting here watching Arch and we're saying, oh my God, the backup hack, it can't be worse than this. Maybe he is. Maybe it's the same exact thing from last year where Sark is like, no, guys, like the backup really is worse than Arch. So I have to go with Arch. I don't know. I'm going Vandy. I know what I got with them. Too many question marks with Texas. I'll take the Commodores.
All right. Jose split up the 3 for 3, so Texas is going to cover. I can't even believe we're not really going to – I mean, I don't have much to say, but Penn State, I was at Ohio State here. I really don't have a whole lot to say. I don't have a bet. I do. It's a shame, to be honest. I know
the look ahead on this line. The summer number on this line was 3.
Yeah.
Now it's 21.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much to say. I'm a big believer in Ohio State's defense, what they're doing this year, regardless of what the offense is. I will state it again. I've stated it before. Ohio State lets off in the second half because they don't need to go all out. They don't want players getting hurt. So that will be something to kind of watch. Over under a 44.5 here. I do believe Penn State's team totals like sitting around 10.5. That is something I would bet under. The only team Ohio State has given up more points over 10 all year is Illinois. And a lot of that come in garbage time. So yeah, I mean, no play for me, but I would assume Ohio State kind of embarrasses these boys. Y'all got anything for this?
Nah,
it's a shame. I think I saw a tweet. It was like in the like, oh, if you would have looked at this schedule like week 1, you would have thought to yourself like this is one of the best weeks in college football this
Everyone
season.
was saying don't make plans November 1st.
Exactly. And what it is now is an absolute travesty.
Mm-hmm.
This is a game that Ohio State, I believe Ohio State will get up for this game because it is Penn State, is a big name opponent, and they'll just go out there and embarrass them. Yeah. Brian Hartline has been rumored to be one of the favorites to get the Penn State job. Anybody doesn't know, he's the Ohio State offensive coordinator, receivers coach. If he's not interested, this would be a great opportunity for him to go out there and embarrass them, to show them like, I really, really don't want you guys.
Yeah.
It's Ohio State or nothing here. I can't imagine you bet Penn State. Maybe you get some like all-out effort from them, but even if they did give an all-out effort, I still don't think that's enough. So I would lay it with the Buckeyes here, but I'm gonna stay away.
Yeah. Big T, anything real quick?
No, the Penn State's done. So no, I not gonna touch that game.
Yeah. Miami traveling to SMU. Miami's 12.5-point favorites. Coming off a bye, I believe, right? Miami coming off a bye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Off the LSU loss.
Yeah. No play here for me. Anything from you guys?
I got nothing here. I want to see how Carson Beck, reacts or comes out looking after his awful performance against Louisville.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I'm interested in this game, to be honest.
Yeah. Big T.
No, nothing on this one.
Okay. All righty. We'll move on here. A game that has another G5 game with a lot of implications here. Navy traveling to North Texas. God, what I can't remember. It's like Messminster. Yeah, 600 some passing yards last week. Dude can sling it, man. He ain't gonna be at North Texas next year.
He's gonna be a Hoosier.
Yeah, he probably will be. I mean, he fits the mold for what Signetti is looking for.
I'm being serious. He's gonna be a Hoosier.
Yeah, but 6.5 here. No play from me here. I am a Navy backer. I do like Navy a lot and what they're doing. If I had to make a play here, I would probably take the over. Two very explosive offenses with not a lot of defense. Very explosive offenses. I would lean over regardless of it being 65.5. But no play from me.
I mean, what a story Mestamaker's been this season, guys. A former walk-on, it was a zero-star recruit, got no offers whatsoever. I don't think he started in high school. And what he's doing now in North Texas is absolutely amazing. And I truly believe he'll be at a Power 4 conference for sure next season. Yeah. I think he'll be at one of the upper tier ones. But he has been an amazing, amazing player. Like, I know there's no Heisman love for G5 players, but if there was, he would be at the top of the board because he's been that good. Yeah. I still think North Texas has a shot to make the playoff. They obviously got to win this game. But if they win out and they win their conference tournament, the conference championship, I'm sorry, they will probably be your G5 representative because no other team has really separated themselves, I guess. Maybe Memphis, but even then. This Navy team, though, has a lot to play for, too. They have a massive, massive game coming up against Notre Dame after this game as well. But they really haven't played anybody, guys. Like they really haven't been tested all that much. This is a massive step up in competition for them. North Texas, we've already seen them play against USF. So I would lay it with you with North Texas here. 6.5 is fine, up to 7. This will be a game that I will have on one of my screens for sure. This is a must-watch game if you're a G5 guy or a college football guy in general. But I would lay it with Mestamaker here. And yeah, this is a college football eliminator. Like whoever loses this game, the playoff, CFP eliminator. Whoever loses is out. Like whoever wins, their season will live on at least one more week.
Big T.
No official play, but I would lean North Texas in this game. I do like their offense. They're very explosive. And that home field actually, they're actually getting some good crowds at home, and people are actually showing out for this team. So there's a lot of buzz around that program right now. And I'd ride it. So no official play, but I'd lean North Texas at home.
Okay. Anything for Arizona State, Iowa State, boys?
Yeah, I can tell you right now, if Jeff Sims is playing, I'm laying it with Iowa State.
Okay.
It is Jeff Sims.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I didn't know if there was going to be if it was officially named Jeff Sims.
So official play from you, Iowa State. If Jeff Sims is the starter?
If Jeff Sims is the starter,
you're playing Iowa State.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And speaking of Arizona State, we got to show some love real quick. Last week, Houston walked in there and beat those boys. Willie Fritz, a head coach that we all like a lot, has really, really turned that program around. Houston's a team to keep an eye on, not just this year, but going forward, guys. Like if they retain Fritz, they will have a legitimate squad on their hands because they have some money backing them. We've seen them in basketball. A really, really committed university to the program. So props to them. Props to Fritz. Massive win last week.
Yeah, which is absolutely crazy because when you watch them play, they don't do much. Who they play like? Georgia Tech. Like Connor Wigman is like Haynes King. They just run a lot of quarterback power. And they run the shit out of the ball, but them and the running back, they really don't do anything cute. They just play smash mouth ball and just run it down your throat.
And that's the important thing, because like when you're rebuilding a program like that, like that's a really good identity to have, because you don't have that many you don't have the skill players, you don't have the game breakers. Just grind the other team down and see if they quit before you do. And that's what they're doing. They're doing a hell of a job at it.
And they're doing I was going to say
they're doing a really good job. And that's credit to Fritz for understanding his roster, his personnel, and the identity that he needs to have these first couple years.
Yeah.
Great coach.
So Big T saying Justin's plays. He'll be on Iowa State here. I do have an official play for me real quick on this screen. I'm on UConn minus 11.5 here. UAB traveling to UConn. UAB got their Super Bowl win against Memphis.
How the hell did UAB beat Memphis, by the way?
I don't know.
It's the coach firing the coach theory.
I know Dilfer was that bad.
But listen here, UAB defense is one of the worst in the country, and I can tell you right now, UConn, if you haven't seen this team play, they have a stud at quarterback, and they have an absolutely explosive offense. I can't believe their quarterback's not being talked about more than Gino. I think it is. Yeah, Fagiano. 2,262 yards on the year, completion percentage of 67%, 18 touchdowns, no picks, passer rating of 158.9. Running back, 129 carries, 753 yards. Bell at receiver, 66 catches, 845 yards. Listen, the UConn offense, I know you probably won't see him this week on TV, and you're not, and you haven't seen him all year. But this offense is legit. They can move the ball. They have a capable enough defense here to hold UAB down. I would play UConn up to 17 here. This line, it's just a bad line to me. I really like UConn this week, so give me UConn minus 11.5. Let's see. We'll move on to. You guys got anything for Louisville, Virginia Tech? I'm on. I took Virginia Tech plus 10.5. Personally, listen, I think Virginia Tech's been playing some pretty good ball ever since they fired their coach. They played Cal tough, put up 42 points on the board. The defense has been hit or miss this year, but regardless, I think 10.5 is a lot. Especially at home. So, yeah, I'll take Virginia Tech here, plus 10.5. Official play for me. We'll move on now to we got two games here we can talk about. Georgia traveling to Florida. Spread is 7, over under of 50.5. Georgia coming off the bye. Florida no longer has Billy Napier at coach. They are coming off the bye as well, I believe. No play for me. I'm nervous for Georgia here.
For what? You're a Vol fan.
I know, but I'm nervous for Georgia here. Florida's coming off the bye. I believe in this firing your coach theory as well. And listen, this Florida team had a lot of hype coming into the season. I think we could see their full capability this game playing Georgia in Jacksonville. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this game to see what we got here. Georgia's offense played really well, but the defense just does not look like a Kirby Smart defense. DJ Lagway could have one of his best games of the year. We'll just kind of see. No official play for me, but I'm excited to watch this game. Big T, what are you thinking?
Man, I'm going to be honest. I lean Florida, but I don't feel good about it. I do like that they're coming off a bye. I do, also – so far this year, the theme is like when a coach gets fired, this is when a team shows out. And they've always played hard, even when, it was pretty apparent that Billy Napier was going to be gone. Mm-hmm. So this team always did play pretty hard. But you just never know what you're going to get out of this Florida offense. You really don't. They can play really well one week against a team and to their full potential and be really good. And then the very next week, they just are lost. So I don't know if it's a coaching issue across the board. But one thing is they always played hard. They are at home, and this will be a big game. So I lean Florida. I haven't played anything yet, but I do like that they're both coming off the byes, and whoever is going to be stepping in for Billy is going to have an extra week to prepare. So I'd lean Florida in this right now, as of right now.
What type of team are we going to get out of Florida this week, Jose? What are you thinking?
You see, that's the question I've been asking myself all week because I'm trying to understand here. Like, I'm trying to figure out exactly where's this team's mental state at. Like on one hand, sure, like, you know, we've seen teams respond well after they fire a coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of these teams, like UCLA or UAB, like, you know, they came out and they showed out and they've really rallied around the interim or just around each other. But the problem with Florida is that they were rallying around Billy when he was still there. Like, it was clear to me that
the players wanted him.
The players were playing hard for this man.
Yeah.
And when this guy's job was up to, you know, when it seemed like, okay, you lose this game and you're out, they were going out there and they were winning those games. Like, they really, really were playing hard. So now that he's gone, the question that I have is, well, are these guys going to react negatively now? Are they going to be like, oh, like, you got rid of the coach we wanted. Like, we were fighting hard for this guy. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, honestly, I thought that Lagway was going to enter the portal, or I thought he was going to say, you know what, I'm out of here. I don't want to play anymore. That's what I thought. So the fact he's even still playing is a credit to him, because he could enter the portal and make a lot of money. Someone will pay him just based on potential. But yeah, the question I have is, where is this guy's mindset at? And I guess we're not going to know this till they step on the field, which is why I'm going to pass on this game. Look, I lean Florida. If I knew this team was going to give me 100% effort, I would take Florida here, get in the 7 at home. I would take the plus 240 money line, to be honest with you. I think Florida's, you know, somewhat in the same realm or neighborhood of talent as Georgia. And I'm not high on Georgia at all this year. We've talked about it multiple times in the past month, really. So I would lean Florida. Maybe it's a game you want to bet live, like once you see the motivation level. If they're playing hard, I would assume they do, but I'm not 100% sure. So because of that, I'll stay away for now. If I had to bet this game pre-flop before the game started, I would just take the money line. I would say, okay, I'll take Florida money line because if they go out there and play hard, they have a chance to win this game. If they don't go out there and play hard, they're not going to cover. They're going to lose anyways. So
it does feel a little different here with this team. A lot of these other teams, you kind of see the team give up, but Florida really did. The players themselves played really hard for Billy. It seems like there was a lot of respect there. And it was more so the fan base that wanted him gone. So it does feel a little different here, in my opinion. I agree.
And that's always a key thing. Like when if you're an AD looking to hire a coach, especially someone like Napier who's been fired before, like the fact that he can point to his team and say, you know what, these guys did not quit on me. Like they were still playing hard for me. That's a massive, massive thing to have nowadays, especially in the NIL era, to have your team still buy into you despite what the media and what your record says. So again, credit to the players and credit to Napier, but I got to see how their reaction is first before I can put money on them.
Indiana traveling to Maryland here, getting 21.5. No real play for me, but I did want to bring it up. I do. This kind of feels like that Michigan State game to me last week, Big T. A game where Maryland can maybe backdoor this. It just seems like a lot of points at home. Maryland's offense, all these freshmen, they do play really well. It just seems like a lot of points. I think Maryland might be able to backdoor this. I might throw a little bit of money on Maryland plus 21.5, but we'll just kind of have to see.
Yeah. Also, can we just shout out Indiana being ranked number 2? Lions.
Yeah. In what world is right now? They're alive to win the Big Ten. Like when they get to the championship game against Ohio State, what do you think that number is going to be? I think it's going to be like
Ohio State -4. I was going to say 4.
Yeah,
I was going to say like 3.5.
You and me are pretty close.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 or 4. It's not going to be a whole lot. For Indiana, the Hoosiers, to be only a 3 or 4 point dog against the Buckeyes, you know, like that is a credit and a half to Cignetti. This team is live. They can win it all. They can win the Big Ten for sure. Like I think that spread's going to be 3 or 4. If the thing opens like 7 or something, I'm going to be all over Indiana against Ohio State in the championship game.
Yeah. We'll move on here to Big T. You got anything real quick? Mississippi State, Arkansas. I know you. Anything? Arkansas getting 4.5, or 4.5 favorites. Sorry.
I just don't. I legit don't think we're ever going to win a game. I really don't. No, I'm serious, bro. Like
what happened last week? I didn't watch that game, but I know
I turned it off. I turned it off after Taylor threw another fucking interception because that's just what he's going to do every game. No, man, I don't know. Our offense. He threw the worst pick six I've ever seen in my life. I mean, our defense actually played pretty decent. I feel like in this game. I say pretty decent as well as they have all year. Yeah. Cam Coleman went stupid as you know we had talked about they were going to do. Our offense just kind of sputtered in this one.
That almost seems like a big weight lifted off of Hugh Freeze's shoulders, right? I mean, I know it's just Arkansas, but he had been fishing for a win the last few
Yeah, he
weeks.
needed that win.
Yeah.
No, I do think Mississippi State's offense is really good. Now, this is one of those. It's kind of the same scenario as both pretty good offenses, both defenses that aren't very good. Both seem to be decent enough to cover. Neither one of them can really pull out a win.
Yeah.
In games that they should. So, I mean, you're kind of playing identical teams here, but I think we should have the better offense, if you want to be honest with you. But I don't. With this team, you
68.5, man. That's a big total.
Yeah,
that's a lot of points, T.
A lot of points.
I don't understand why Clark Lee is not on these.
He
teams'
should be,
radars.
bro. We were talking about it on Saturday.
Like why is he not on these teams' radars? Like none of them. Like I don't understand. He's such a good coach. Like Arkansas should be the first guy they should call. That should be the first man they call. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
All right, we'll move over here to South Carolina at Ole Miss. Ole Miss getting 12.5 here, over under 55.5. No play from me here. I have been leaning Ole Miss, but South Carolina showed a little bit of confidence on offense for the first time this year, so that kind of throws me off. So no official play from me. You guys got anything on South Carolina Ole Miss?
Again, a game where I felt like South Carolina, like they put together like their absolute best effort they could have possibly put out there against Alabama. Like that was their Super Bowl, and it was at home as well.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to expect a team to rebound like that when you put together an effort like that and lose.
Yeah.
Then you got to go on the road to Ole Miss. It's going to be a tough environment. Ole Miss is really, really riding high right now this season.
Yeah.
Lane's got them playing like a wagon, so I can't get in front of that right now. I would lay with Ole Miss, but I'm not going to bet on myself.
I lean Ole Miss pretty heavily here. I haven't officially bet it, but I agree. Yeah. Big T, you agree?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, the offense for Ole Miss is rolling right now. That's what that. Not even on purpose switch, but just switch to Trinidad at quarterback has changed that outlook of this team, in my personal opinion.
I wonder where Austin Simmons will be next year.
But speaking of Austin Simmons, like what is Lane Kiffin doing? Like I'm not, he's a genius, but like
I know what you're on the
goal line.
Why does he have like Austin Simmons come in and fucking like even though we had bet Oklahoma, that even frustrated me. I was like, why in the hell is he doing this for, dude? It's the stupidest thing I ever seen. And then Austin Simmons goes in there, he throws a pass like fucking 10 yards over the receiver's head.
And the thing is too is Trinidad is the mobile guy. Like when Austin Simmons coming in, he's going to sit back there in the pocket and pass.
And they cut to like a picture of like Lane Kiffin, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that was a bad call." He was like pointing at his chest, like, that was on me. And then he did it again. I was like, "Wait a minute, like, what do you?" I don't know.
Yeah, like the commentators and stuff were talking about, like, Austin Simmons being the better passer. I don't know that he is.
No, dude.
Like I know Trinidad runs.
Like
no,
he can throw the ball.
Instinct is to run, but I don't. I don't think you can convince me that Austin Simmons is a better thrower than Trinidad is. I really don't think you can.
Yeah. We're going to go down here to Oklahoma at my Tennessee Vols. -3, over under 56.5. What?
No, I was going to see where we're going with this one.
Listen, I'll probably be on an island here, but it's okay. Oklahoma traveling to Neyland Stadium at night. I'm on Tennessee -3. And the reason why is Oklahoma played a really good offense last week, and they just couldn't handle it. Tennessee's just as good on offense, if not better. I don't know what's up. The only question I have here is I don't know what's up with the DBs here. Jermod McCoy and Gibson, they still haven't played. They're still out. It's McCoy's healthy, so that kind of throws me off a little bit. But regardless, Tennessee's been good enough. You're giving me the Vols in Neyland at night against the Oklahoma team who's going to have to try to keep up. I'll take the Vols. I'll be on the island here. I'll be on the island. Give me the Vols.
Jose looks befuddled right now, dog.
Yeah,
this
is the same team they played last week. Just honestly, probably a little better on offense. Joey Aguilar is, in my opinion, the biggest surprise, one of the biggest surprises of the year for me. I did not expect him to come into Tennessee and play like this. In all seriousness, did not expect this from him.
That is fair.
A lot of people I told Jose this at the beginning of the year. A lot of people were like, "Oh, we'll go 8-5, or we'll go 7 and whatever." You know what I mean? 7-5 or whatever. It'll be a down year, but guess what? Next year, Faison Brandon's coming. We're ready for Faison. But dude, Joey has come in. The culture he has brought, the leadership. It's been nice to see. Chris Brazzell, Mike Matthews has been playing well. Deshaun Bishop, running back. I mean, the running backs have been playing really, really well. Offensive line has actually been surprisingly playing pretty well. If they had their DBs, I think this Tennessee team, they would be even better than what they currently are. So, yeah, give me the Vols here, -3.
Is Matera healthy?
No.
I don't think I saw a post earlier, and I was curious if he's going to play or not, about how he broke a bone in his throwing hand again in the Ole Miss game.
I mean, it would explain.
He hasn't looked healthy since he came back.
Now, if that's the case and he's just playing through it, then I mean, I guess good on him. But
good on him. But as a coach, you have to step in and say, you're a detriment to our team right now.
There's no way. I would, if that's the case, even so, with the way he's been playing, I feel like I would have to agree with.
I mean, is the backups just that bad that you're just throwing an injured quarterback out there?
I mean, if it's Hawkins, right? Same guy from last year.
This is again. I have like a OU fan at work. He's from Oklahoma. He's like plugged in. He claims that Hawkins will be redshirted this year, so it's not going to be Hawkins. It's going to be someone else. Which maybe is probably a positive because Hawkins is ass.
Yeah, I did not think he was very good at all.
Yeah.
When he came in to play last year. No, I mean I would have to agree. I mean, this OU team hasn't showed me anything to where I should back them so far, especially after last weekend. So. Playing on the road, this stadium is going to be loud, and I do agree with what John said. Joey Aguilar has been a lot better than what I think everybody in the country really expected him to be. I think when he was announced, it was kind of like, what the hell is going on kind of deal. And a lot of people wrote him off. I'm not saying he's a leader or anything, but he has been pretty well, has played pretty well. So, I would have to agree that I can't back Mateer in this offense right now for Oklahoma. Yeah, their defense is pretty good, but I mean, Ole Miss kind of ran through their ass last weekend. They really did. So, I'd have to lean Tennessee here as well.
If you haven't seen Chris Brazzell play yet at wide receiver, you're in for a treat because this dude goes up and gets it. He's a sleeper wide receiver. He's really, really good. Jose, what you got, baby?
I was going OU again, going back for thirds, back to the well, back to back.
Okay, listen to me. Let's get one thing established before we move forward. Okay.
Jose has one team blacklisted, one team, and it's Tennessee. Tennessee is a team he does not bet.
Why do you say that for? I don't understand what makes you say that.
I have a text from like 4 years ago where you said I've never
4 years ago.
I don't think I've ever seen you bet Tennessee since then.
No, he's got two teams blacklisted. Penn State is the other one.
Yeah, at Penn State for sure. I'm not betting no more.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, hold on. Let's go back to that Penn State Ohio State. Maybe this is the game where Penn State finally fucking wins one. You know what? Listen, let's get one thing established real quick. And maybe John's right. You know what? Now that I think about it, I can't remember the last time I bet Tennessee. But listen, this is a trap. It is not a trap. Like, why is Tennessee only laying 3 points at home? And this line opened at 2.5, by the way. Like, why is it on? And this line will probably go back to 2.5 at some point. Like, why? Why are they only laying a field goal at home against an Oklahoma team that got absolutely embarrassed last week? You know, like that defense couldn't stop anything. And that game was a lot. That final score was a lot closer than what the game actually was. Like, Ole Miss was far and away the better team.
Yeah, by far.
Aside from like a few broken plays, like that game was all Ole Miss. The trap. Okay. But let's also get another thing established real quick. Okay. This Tennessee defense is not good, boys. It's not. They've given up 34, 37, 31, 34, 44 in the SEC. They gave up 34 last week against Kentucky. Kentucky hadn't scored more than 13 points all season in the SEC until they played Tennessee. Okay? if these DBs are not back for Tennessee, and I was going to highlight that, and John already covered it. I mean, I don't know how they get any stops, you know? Yeah, Oklahoma isn't like some offensive juggernaut, but I would say they're probably as good as Kentucky, and Kentucky put up 34, right? 31.
Yeah.
They're just as good as Kentucky, okay? And their defense is way better than Kentucky's. I'm not saying their defense is amazing either, but it's good. It's good enough. Listen, on one hand, I agree with you guys. Conventional wisdom tells me, Tennessee at home at night, Neyland at night is probably worth what? 4 points? 4.5 points? Would you say that's correct, John?
Yeah.
Neyland at night, like playing in Knoxville at night in that stadium, that's going to be worth about 4.5 points. Okay, that's how good that home field advantage is. So why is it only 3? This screams trap to me, boys. I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't know. Like I told you guys, every single day, or every single Sunday when the lines come out, I scroll through the week and I say, okay, which one looks like a trap to me? This is the one that screams trap. I don't know how they do it, but I think Oklahoma's going to do it. I'll take OU +3. This Tennessee defense, though, is not good. It's not. Okay, it's really not. So I am jacked to watch this game. I cannot wait. This is like must-see TV for me, primetime TV. Neyland at night should be a treat. But I'll take OU +3.
For what it's worth, it's official that Jermon McCoy is out. Both DBs are out again.
That's big. That's big. This Tennessee defense is giving up at least
I don't
30
think
points to every team.
Jermon McCoy will play again this year, just being honest.
Hey, and listen, let me tell you this real quick. Let me just say this. Maybe I am biased. Maybe I can tell you off the top of my head, I don't bet Tennessee very often. I don't. No. I can tell you right now. Maybe John's right. I don't care. I'm taking the Sooners.
All right. We're going to move down here to USC at Nebraska. Night game. Nebraska getting 6 at home. USC off the bye. The last time USC come off the bye, they looked really good. I'm going to let Jose lead us off with this one.
Well, you just said it. USC off the bye. They look really, really good. Last time they looked just as good this time. Listen, I'm so done pretending like Dylan Raiola is a good quarterback. I'm so done pretending like this Nebraska team is finally going to live up to the hype. They're not, okay? And they're not going to do it against USC this week. Lincoln Riley off the bye is going to cook up something, some sort of game plan. This is a playoff eliminator, whether you guys want to admit it or not. Like, these teams only have 2 losses, Nebraska and USC. Right, I'm not saying they're for sure going to get in if they win, but if you lose this game, you're out. That's it. Your season is over in that series. So this is an eliminator, okay? SC, from what I can see so far this season, has played well, even against Notre Dame, a game that we all took Notre Dame to win and cover, right? They still played relatively well, good enough in that game to make me think that, okay, this team has the talent to compete at a high level. Okay. Again, I'm just done with Nebraska. I'm done with this team. I have a feeling they're going to be the next Penn State for me, where we always assume they're going to be good. They have the roster, the personnel, but they don't actually live up to the hype. I'm getting out of the way now. I'm not going to deal with this now. I'll take the Trojans. This is going to be a great Saturday night. I can already see it. I'm going to have 2 screens up, USC, Nebraska on one, OU, Tennessee on another. And that's the way God intended us for us to live our lives. Cannot wait. I'll take SC dropping to 6. I think it goes back up to 7. So if you want, you should get it now. Just based on what I've seen already, so the money that's piling in, I would assume SC creeps back up to a TD. Anything less than a TD though, I'll take SC. We're just the better. We're the better ball club. We're the better personnel, better roster, all that stuff. And I'm done with Nebraska.
Yeah. I already. This is one of my first bets actually. I was on USC -6.5. I'd personally play it up to 9 if it was me. But I love USC here off the bye. Last time they come off the bye, they looked really good. The playoff hopes are still alive. I think the offense is going to be too much. Nebraska can't cover worth a shit. They're 2-5-1 covering at home. They're 2-2-1 on their 0-1 as underdogs this year. They haven't covered a game in the last 5 games they played. Give me USC here to run it up. I think they cover. I'd play it to 9. Other than that, I mean, there's not much else to say. They're just a better team in my opinion, and I think it will show on Saturday night. Big T.
I couldn't agree more. Y'all covered it well. USC is just tenfold better than Nebraska. USC, I will say, USC surprised the shit out of me against Notre Dame. They really did.
They did.
They really surprised me. They held their own. They played really well defensively. They played really well offensively. That game really surprised the shit out of me, to be honest with you, because I thought at kickoff I was like, USC's about to get that ass whooped. and they didn't. They really did not. They played a very, very, very tough game.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys right now, dude. Like
Hard
USC has a number 1 recruiting class in the nation next year. Like in the next 2 or 3 years, like SC will be a top 10 team. Like Lincoln Riley is cooking something up over there. I'm telling you guys right now. I could already see it Saturday night. We're all gonna be on SC for big money, and they're gonna fucking fall on their face.
Best bet.
You guys are gonna light my ass up.
Sounds like a best bet of the week right there, fellas.
Yeah.
Hard Rock's got a 5.5, so I'm about to add more to it, just to be honest.
I think I'll be on SC for big money. I really like SC this week, guys.
Yeah, I do too. Listen, Nebraska hasn't covered a game in 5 weeks, guys. I mean, 5 weeks. And I don't think they do it here. So
like this game just screams to me like the LSU Texas A&M game last week,
Yeah,
where like people were just buying into the home team at night.
Yeah.
Oh, this team, LSU has potential, Nebraska has potential. No, they don't. Raiola sucks. Telling you guys right now, like I like SC a lot this week, boys.
I do too. Yeah, sounds like a best bet for us. One of the better best bets of the year for us. I know we got one more game here to talk about. Yep, one more game here to talk about. Cincinnati traveling to Utah. I do believe this is the game day, college game day. Utah getting 10 after routing Colorado last week. No play for me. Over under 55.5. We do know it's tough to go into Utah and play, especially at night. Altitude, whatever, elevation. No play for me. I do think Utah might be getting their feet under them, though. Just a lot of points for me. So, Jose, you've liked both these teams this year. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, first of all, I want to give credit to Cincinnati because I think a lot of it, we all took Baylor last week, and they beat the shit out of Baylor.
Yeah,
so credit to them. Sorsby has looked really, really good this season, boys. Like, I'm not really sure if he stays at Cincinnati next year because he might get paid by a top program next season. He's looked amazing. This line opened at 6.5-ish, and it shot all the way up to 10. I kept doing some research earlier in the day. I was looking up, like, is Sorsby hurt? Like, why is this line keep going? And he's not hurt. He's playing. The money is just coming in on Utah, and they're blowing this number past 7, 7.5, and all the way up to 10. Who knows where this number ends? Part of me wants to let this number creep up and then buy in on Cincinnati, like last second. If it gets to like 11, 11.5, 12-ish, that's kind of where I'm thinking I'm going to play this one. And then I'm hoping to bet Utah live at some point. Like, I do think Utah wins this game, but let's say Sorsby or Satterfield comes out with a game plan, a good game plan, which I never thought I'd ever mutter those words saying Satterfield has a good game plan, but maybe he just put something together, comes out 7-0 real quick. You have Cincinnati plus 12.5, maybe Utah minus 3 or something live. Like, that's kind of the way you want to play this game. I don't think Cincinnati wins this game. Like, this is not a game I would say, okay, take the dog, take the money line. I think Utah wins this game. Massive game for them. But I do think Cincinnati can hang around. They've shown enough to me this season to make me believe that they can hang around. Now, the biggest question mark I have with this game is that Cincinnati's defensive line ranks the worst per PFF in the Big 12. And Utah's defensive line and offensive line are top 3 on both departments. So if Cincinnati's going to get their ass beat, it's going to be because they're getting smoked in the trenches. But if they can hold up and give Sorsby some time, I think 10 points is way too many points, to be honest with you guys. And if this thing keeps creeping up, I'm sure at some point I'll have some coin on Cincinnati. But for now, I'm going to no play it, lean Cincinnati. But I can tell you for a fact that they jump out to a lead, I'll be on Utah in some capacity live. Interesting game, though. I really want to see this one play out.
Yeah. Big T?
As of right now, I'm going to lean Utah, and for what you just said, Jose, in the trenches. I think in the trenches, look, we've been all over Cincinnati. This is a team that, we bet on when we were together in San Diego early in the year. We've been all over this team. And don't get me wrong, they are a very good team, and I may eat shit again, betting against them again back-to-back weeks. I think Utah's just going to be too much for them, and I think John kind of mentioned earlier they're kind of getting their feet under them. Look, they're playing some really freaking good football right now, offensively and defensively. They are playing physical. They're just playing good, clean football.
Did you guys see the halftime against Colorado?
Bell to ass.
Oh,
dude.
my goodness. I've never seen that before.
And I know Colorado's bad. Like, they are a bad team right now. But, I'm telling you right now, this team's on fire. Yeah. Absolutely on fire. Now, I do agree with the praise for Brendan Sorsby. He has played great. And I know none of us were big Satterfield fans. We kind of brought that up at the beginning of the year. That was what was holding this team back. And I don't know, maybe it's changed. And he's got some shit figured out, but I do think the trenches are just going to be way too much in this game. So I haven't bet anything yet. I'll probably play Utah, but we'll kind of see where it goes.
Also, worth noting real quick, I think we're all assuming that Dampier is going to play this game. He did
Yes.
not play last game. They had a true freshman coming, and he looked great. But you're going to need Dampier to win this game.
Yeah,
so
100%.
We're all in the assumption that he's going to play. I think he's going to play based on what I've been reading. He's going to play. But you know what? Tyler's right. Like, the trenches is where this game's going to be won, and Utah has a massive advantage, at least on paper right now.
Yeah. That is going to wrap up our breakdowns for this week. We're going to give out some bets, and then we are going to give out some dogs, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. I'll go ahead and start. Give you guys a second to get your bets together. Listen, I love UConn this week. I'm on UConn minus 11.5. Give me the Horns, Texas minus 1.5. Virginia Tech plus 10.5. Vols minus 3. USC minus 6.5. And then my dog of the week actually is going to be the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii traveling to San Jose State. Not a big dog this week, but I do like Hawaii at plus 110 to win this outright against San Jose State. San Jose State just can't really seem to close the game out. So give me Hawaii here. And they've been good against spread this year, 6-2 against spread. So yeah, give me Hawaii.
You want me to go, T?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
SC laying at 6.5. I'll take Vanderbilt taking the 2.5. I will take OU getting the 3. I like UTSA getting 5.5 against Tulane. My dog of the week this week, classic look ahead spot in my opinion. I'll be taking Kansas State money line against Texas Tech. Tech has a massive game on the road. Now I'm at home next week against BYU. So I think K-State, who's been playing better as of recent, puts up a damn good fight at home here with Avery Johnson at QB. I'll take K-State money line. I'll take them plus 7 as well. Kind of a lighter card for me this week. Also, just want to point out really quick that next week, I believe, is the first week for the CFP puts out their top 25, so we'll get a clear picture of where they see at. So I'm sure we'll be able to break that down for you guys next week, which is obviously massive. But a little bit of a lighter card for me this week, guys. But still, there's some really, really, really good games that I want to watch. But yeah, those are my plays.
What you got, Big T?
That was one of the games that I was wanting to talk about earlier if we had time for it. Kansas State actually been playing some pretty good football over the past 3 or 4 weeks. Their offense, they've been running the ball well. Avery Johnson's been throwing the ball well. They've actually been playing really good. Their defense is still a big question mark to me, but they have been playing really well on offense. So yeah, I agree with that Kansas State play. That won't be my dog of the week, but I do like them at plus 7 here. I'm going to be all over USC. That's going to be my biggest play of the week for sure. It's probably my favorite play of the weekend.
USC, bro.
Yeah, we're absolutely cooked.
I'm done with this Nebraska hype.
I'm going to be leaning Florida. I haven't bet it yet, but my dog of the week is Cal. Virginia traveling to Cal at plus 4. I'm going to be taking Cal.
Too, man. I like Cal.
I'm going to be taking them at home. It's a long freaking road trip, man. I'm going to be taking Cal at home. And then I'm probably going to be on Utah if Dampier plays. We're waiting to see what all shakes out with that and what this line goes to. I'm going to be on Texas. As of right now, I'm leaning Tennessee at home. But if this line moves some more, I'm going to wait and see what it does too. So that's probably going to be it for me for this weekend.
Iowa State, if
yes, yeah.
Iowa State minus $1 million if it's Jeff Sims.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, real quick, guys, I just want to talk about it because I know I talked about the CFP top 25 coming out, and we just talked about Virginia. Gun to your head right now, how many ACC teams get in the playoff?
One,
yeah. One.
Okay, because there's a lot of teams that only have like Miami, Virginia, Louisville. They only have one loss. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, I'm curious as to how you guys.
I think we're going to see some upsets that kind of balances it out.
Yeah.
Especially, I agree with Tyler on the Cal pick. If Cal beats Virginia, I think Louisville drop another game. It kind of just leaves Miami up there at the top. You got Miami and Georgia Tech playing for the title.
Georgia Tech's undefeated too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you got Miami, Georgia Tech playing for the title, and I think the winner of that will get in.
So one ACC team is what you're saying.
Yeah, Georgia Tech is not. I mean, they've won every game, yeah, but they haven't.
There's no chance they get in, bro.
They have
Virginia. I mean, this team is the luckiest. I talk about BYU being lucky. Virginia. Oh my God! I don't know what God they believe in over there in the Commonwealth, but Jesus Christ, dude! Like this team should be 3-6.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. You can follow us over on Action to get our best bets on X. We post best bets on Reddit. We post our best bets. Sounds like we're gonna have USC this week for sure. A little sneak peek for y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in. And remember, just really quickly, I know I've said it 100 times. I know I'm annoying the shit out of everybody. I'm just hyped up. College basketball preview show is out on YouTube. You guys can see it over there. I placed my first college basketball bet of the year today. I'm still waiting on some lines to come out. Here's 2 lines for Monday. But a little look ahead spot this Friday, November 7th game. I got KU plus 1.5. First college basketball bet of the year. I'm waiting on all the other lines to drop, though. I'm super excited. But yeah, so go give that a watch.
If we're talking college ball and giving out a bet, I don't know about you, John. I'm liking this BYU lane, the 7.5, 8 against Villanova. That's just me.
Yeah. You know, I have that game projected at 9, so BYU -9. So there's still some value there. I've actually seen money coming in on BYU, so I don't know how long it's going to stay at 7.5. I haven't jumped on it yet, but yeah, I agree. I do like BYU there. This game is a pass for me, the Florida-Arizona game. I kind of want to see what Arizona's really got here. I have it projected closer to 1, Arizona +1. So that's going to we'll kind of have to see what we got going on there. This Texas Duke game's about right. I had it projected around 7, so that would be a pass for me. But this KU North Carolina game, I have Kansas projected at -2. So I did go ahead and hop on this Kansas line. I do think it will flip before Friday, November 7th. But yeah, I'm excited for college ball. I'm really excited. I'm kind of switched over there. I'm still into college football, but when college basketball starts, that's where a lot of my time and money and research goes. Yeah. But yeah, listen, guys, we appreciate you guys listening. Give us a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Follow for the best bets over on Action Reddit. All that stuff is in the YouTube bio. We hope you all have a great night. Make some money this week, and hopefully we can get these 1 and 2s flipped around to 2 and 1s or 3 and 0s or 4 and 0s or however many we post this weekend. So we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Fellas, have a good night. Let's go watch this Dodgers Blue Jays game.